What's up, Milano? How you doing, dude? Late night, man. Late night for a lot of us, dude. How we doing tonight, guys? Good to see you, man. KFG Neurology. I wasn't totally sure if I was going to stream tonight, but like I said, guys, you know, based on availability and stuff like that, I was off of school today because of MLK. Tomorrow we're off because it's, 0 degrees right now here. I think it is 0 degrees. Hold on. Well, it's 4 degrees, but it feels like negative 14. So it's cold here in Cleveland. And again, suburb of Cleveland, but same thing, Cleveland area. Okay. What happened today was I got my car checked. I got an oil change. They checked my brakes, whatever. I get that about maybe once a year-ish. Twice a year if I drive that many miles. But now I'm closer to my job. So today was the day I got my oil change, my car checked, and stuff like that through Ford. So that was at 10 a.m. It actually took them numerous hours to do that. So, I mean, it was a long story. But today was MLK Day. So happy MLK Day to everyone out there. Want to give thanks to what, MLK did many years ago. But, besides that, we also saw a great championship with Indiana and Miami, and I did not want to stream over that, okay? So that also affected the night stream, and then I went to dinner with some buddies and stuff. So, I mean, I was pretty busy most of the day, and then I still am going to stream tomorrow for you guys. I am going to stream tomorrow at 1 o'clock for content, and then we're streaming now for, just to have fun. So, what's up, Rich? What's up, High Alert? Good to see you guys. Rip Miami. What's up, man? What's up, Virus? Jordan, Ryan, Hemi. What's up, Zook? AP Chaps. Will the Porter DB get Eagles chem? What's up, Chris? Good to see you, dude. I'm going to check right now what chems he gets. I believe he does not get Eagles. So, Saints, Broncos, Raiders, Commanders, Bears. The Bears are still usable. But remember, there's a fine line between usable and you are going to be number one. And I think at the end of the day, especially, this goes for real life, and it also goes for a video game. Right now, I'm going to go to the binder refresh here. I hope we have it. Damn it. It's 1 day, 19 hours. Thank God we chose Christian Barmore BND now for our collector series. Him or Jack Jones were great. But the one thing from season 3, season 4. But the thing I will say, because now we are in season 5 for a collector series, right? The thing for me is I am curious, curious. 5 days ago with the refresh, that was, over 5 days ago now, right? The thing is, we had Taylor Mays still, but he went from 2 mil the last refresh. He went to 3 mil, and I sold him for 3 mil. So we actually made over a mil, not a mil, over a mil profit on Taylor Mays. And, the thing I'll say is, we are not going to be jackass broke that you might think we are. And it actually is amazing because we had the Bills, we had the Bears, but you wonder why I did it. Because I actually did it for my spread league purposes because, I actually picked the Broncos to win in my spread league, and I knew if they won, I at least got my spread league correct. If the Bears won, if the Bills won, I at least had some good Bills players, Kyle Williams, etc. Well, guess what? I still have Kyle Williams. I still have some Bills players, right? But the thing is, we also have over 21 mil right now and still almost a full team. So it kind of goes both ways. Because to me, the way I see it and the way I view life, I will always view it as, look, I took a hit. I lost easily maybe a mil or 2 million coins. I don't know if I lost much more than that because I sold Tyreek Stevenson. I'm going to check right now here. I sold Tyreek Stevenson for 3.6 mil. Well, right now, Tyreek Stevenson is going for, I mean, he's still up right now because Tracy Porter dropping helps his value again, because now the Bears are a pretty damn good team. You have Tyreek Stevenson and Tracy Porter. I mean, with Jalen Johnson, those are three elite corners. Corners do run the game. Man coverage, mid blitz, whatever. You saw the way the Patriots were against the Texans. They can just bag you all day if they wanted to. Now, Patriot fans, don't get too excited, because to be fair, that Houston pass offense was pretty bad. So you were great, but also Houston, the lack of Nico Collins and Dalton Schultz did make you look not just really good, but really great. And so I think New England is good. They are a really good team, but they really look great when the Houston lack of Nico Collins and Dalton Schultz. But when you have a powerful pass defense, it wins you the game. And so that's why I think he shot back up a little bit. Also, a lot of people just panic sell. And we were able to sell Dion back. I actually made around 100K profit. I sold him for 4 mil. I got back 3.6, whatever. So, like, understand that, like, we never really had any major expensive cards. That is not the receiver tailor-made on your screen. It's a safety version, which is pretty much cheap, right? Any champion like Jalen Johnson, James Cook, all those champions were already fairly cheap anyway. And even if you lose 100 grand, 200 grand, even 200 grand times like 8 cards, that's a lot to lose. That's still under 2 million coins. And you can win 2 million coins from an event. And then, you're even for that week, right? So, I mean, you can't sit there and be too worried about it. I think a lot of people kind of realize, like, look, this past week, the Bills theme team was so good. Same with the Bears. They both went to overtime and they lost. If they both would have won, you not only have two teams that might go to the Super Bowl and the market goes up for them, right? And you already have it. But also, you have to understand, dude, the Bills and the Bears, again, gameplay-wise, Gabe Davis, 98 speed. Tyreek Stevenson, even without a theme team, 97 speed. Jalen Johnson, same thing, right? Like, you had some, Kincaid, 97 speed. Like, you had the best gameplay players to help, head-to-head ranked. Like, you want to have the best team. And you have coins to lose. So, people are probably wondering, well, Matt, what are your thoughts? In the title, no more Bears, no more Bills. What are your thoughts? That is my thought. Is we lost, but also the loss wasn't even that big of a loss. We lost coins, but at the end of the day, remember, I think it was 100% worth the gamble. So that's kind of my thoughts on tonight's stream, is going over the rationale of why we were so aggressive on that Bills-Bears theme team. So Zook is saying Bears 50 until Super Bowl. Interesting, bro. What's up, Bradley? Good to see you, dude. What a natty game. For sure, Zoot. For sure. Going through old comments right now. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, Indiana and Miami, both really good teams. Respect to Miami for being, a 10 seed going all the way. Obviously it sucks for Michael Irvin, Ray Lewis, and the old Miami fans. But, I mean, Indiana deserves it. Congrats to them. First 16-0, in college football history, because it was the first team to do it in the playoff era, to really go 16-0. Not getting a first. Wait, no, they did get a first round bye, actually. Okay, but yeah, I don't know, man. Part of me honestly just feels like, like, here's the only thing I'm gonna say on it, and just move on. Carson Beck, the football IQ is a little bit questioned, because I'm not even an NFL quarterback, clearly. I never played high school sports, well, I played tennis, but that doesn't really count for most people. But I mean, it's a good sport, it is. But, people get sarcastic, well, you play tennis, blah, 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 okay? I didn't play football, okay? But again, just watching from home, dude, like, why are you making that throw? Like, maybe he thought it was cover 2 deep outsides, but there was no route to undermine that corner. So, like, he was trying to thread the needle. And again, this is the only thing I'm going to say all night, because we talk about it all night. We got to go on our time here. But, like, everyone's talking about social media, whatever, Carson Beck, whatever. I mean, I was never really a big fan of him. I mean, his defense did a lot for him and all that for Miami, whatever, Bane and whatever players they have. And again, college football is my fourth favorite sport. But I will say one thing, dude, right? Why are you making that throw when, like, it doesn't have to happen? There's 40-some seconds left. The clock stops on first downs. Like, what made you say, like, that's open? And, like, it's either he saw the field wrong or he saw it right, but it still was a forced throw. Like, even if it is cover 2, and they teach you in, fundamental football, it's deep outsides, or it's going to be over the middle. It's not going to be a check down pass versus cover 2, okay? Deep middle or deep outsides, right? Definitely not at the numbers. That's where the safeties are, right? You had no route to your left side to bring the corner down. The corner picked it off in cover 2 or whatever zone it was, but it looked cover 2, okay? So he had a deep safety and then a corner who backed up. He cheated. He cheated the route because there was no other route on that side to bring the corner down. So, like, even if you thought it was cover 2, that wasn't the place to throw it, because based on the play design, how are you bringing that corner down in cover 2? So there's a lot of theory there that I'm not a pro, I'm not an NFL quarterback, but I'm not making a cover 2 type play when I understand I have no check down on that side. So that is the intricacies of football that weren't met right there. What's up, Jacob? How you doing, bro? I am in Ohio right now. Yep, it is very cold right now. We have no school tomorrow. We had no school tomorrow because it's too cold. So that's why I'm streaming late and all that stuff. I am still streaming tomorrow, if you were wondering. Okay, I am still streaming tomorrow. Okay. What's up, accountant? Good to see you, dude. Joe Z said, so coach, when you opponent concedes and ranked, that one I don't know, Joe. Okay. I did have some ranked games not track, so maybe that's your question. But yeah, head-to-head ranked sometimes glitches with the RP points, the rank points. Mine works now, but there were a few games where even the chat said, "Hey Matt, are your games tracking?" Right now, I'm like gold 2 or gold 3. I'm gonna finish for Tariq Woolen, but it'll probably take me a little bit closer to February 1st, which usually I've been pretty on top of it. But this is the first month where, because of how good the event is and how fun it is, I'm playing the event more than ranked. What is the BND Quitter Series? How do you get it? What? So what you do, Zook, for the BND Collector Series is you play your solos. I'm way behind, okay? But again, I have 21 million coins, okay? So do as I say, not as I do, right? If coins are tight for you, what you need to do is play your solos, do objectives. Even do this in the store. Look, if you think training's invaluable, I don't know if it really is, right? Watch. I can go right now and buy a train pack right here. It should be there every week. Where is it? Hold on. It should be under training. You can buy weekly tokens with training every week. So let's get this done right here. Single player, okay. Just quick stuff. Okay. So if I go right now to, yep, there it is. Every single week, if you want to, you can actually buy tokens. I can get 3 tokens time. I mean, you can do it for the Legends one. You can do it for the Collector Series. And you actually get coins too, because watch, the Collector Series token also gives you 386 plus. What if you do pull a 90 or something? And it might go into a set or, whatever. Like, you also get coins and, it's $10 worth. I mean, training, so like, if you have so much training, whatever. So, like, that is pretty good in my opinion. So, you use those tokens and you're actually able to get BNDs if you go to Program, Collector Series, and then it's this set right here. Where is it? Right here, the BND Champion Pack. So right now I have 19, so I need a little bit more. But I could, like, if I want a Matt Collins that bad, he's worth 800k coins right here. Ready? So Matt Collins right now is worth 800k. Well, guess what, dude? He's free for me. So if coins are an issue for you, that is the strategy. And, just catch them in the comments here. But again, that is what you need to be doing if you have tokens. Also, you could save your tokens for Team of the Year. You will need over 65 tokens for that. So be very careful if you want a free Team of the Year player. Again, some of us have so many coins. It's not going to matter as much. But again, I'm helping the general public here. Make sure you have enough Collector Series tokens for when you want something, you can have it. Okay. What's up, Ben Rosenfield? Good to see you, man. If you're gone, I'm sorry I missed your comment, bro. But again, good to see you, dude. Packers theme team or Crystals go hard. Nice job, Zut. Hopefully that works out for you, man, for the Packers theme team. But remember, Zut, most people are going to go to the Super Bowl theme teams, right? So, again, I do respect our theme teams out there. Packers, Giants, Browns, Bengals, whatever, Ravens, Raiders. But at the end of the day, a lot of people, it's not about being meta, whatever. We have a Super Bowl promo coming up. And if you're not in the Super Bowl, you don't get as many cards. So there is a strategy behind it besides just, it's what number one is. I'm going to do it because YouTube said it. It's not what it is. Okay. Raiders feature quarterback there, McShreddy. You're right, dude. Mendoza in the Raiders Nation. That is big for them, dude. That is big for them, dude. You have all champion cards ranked, the Christopher 100K. I would quick sell all of them, Louis, except Andre Johnson, correct, but be very careful, dude. The DT is actually somehow still really good, all theme teams. I forget what his name is, but it's the DT for the Packers. If you have the champion version of him, he's actually still pretty decent, all theme teams. So if the Broncos go to the Super Bowl, the Rams do whatever, Rams don't have Aaron Donald anymore, right? He might get a Super Bowl pass card, fine, maybe, right? They might not have his rights, right? So, all I'm saying is the Rams, the Broncos, they may be short of DTs, right? So be careful because whatever his name was, right, for the Packers, the head-to-head rank card for November, if you have him champion, keep him. He should be started, actually, not going to. Who do you want the Browns to hire? Ben Rosenfeld? For me, I want the Browns to get either Jim Schwartz or I want to get the guy for the Dolphins, whatever his name is, Mike McDaniel. That's who I want for the Browns right now. Should you wait for your theme team until Sunday, Milano? Personally, for me, I might get by with some of these cards still because, let's be honest here. The Bears lost. The Bears lost. The Bills lost. The problem is, dude, they're already at an all-time low. Like, these teams, everyone sold them. Everyone, whatever. My theory is, like, at the end of the day, dude, right now is probably close to their floor because everyone just fire sold them today. They sold them to transfer to different theme teams, collector theme teams. Like, these cards are going to be lower. So why sell them at an all-time low? They might rebound a little bit more. Then I would probably sell them maybe tomorrow or whatever, or Wednesday. But at the end of the day, it's not going to make a huge difference. But, like, it would suck to make a whole team And then, like I did this past week, maybe 4 days ago, I did it for the Bears and the Bills. You do a whole team for it takes like an hour and a half to do it. Hour and a half is pretty fair. And then all of a sudden they, both teams lose. And now you got to do a whole nother team again. So if I do, let's just say it for fun, if I do a Patriots and a Seattle theme teams, everyone thinks they're going to win, right? Two favorites, whatever. If it is New England and Seattle, then you're fine. But if both do lose, it's like they're still a good team, but you're not going to have the number one theme team. Because remember, it's not about speed. It's not about whatever. The Super Bowl players are going to have those lighted up X factors, or maybe they will have free abilities. Who knows what they do? EA can do whatever they want. So the Super Bowl players get these special treatments. You're going to want to give the Super Bowl cards for the teams that are in the Super Bowl. So it makes it better to build around those players than it is the previous promos. What's up, Full Boy? Good to see you, man. What's up, X-Man? Let's say these teams were given a week to prepare. Who would win, this year's Jets or this year's Indiana? I would say Indiana. I would agree. The Jets should have fucking fired their coach. Did the Jets fire their coach or no? Did the Jets fire their coach?
Yes, the New York Jets fired their head coach, Robert Saleh, in October 2024. Jeff Ulbrich became...
That's horrible. They freaking... Wow. The Jets literally said Robert Saleh got fired. Wow, I didn't know that from over a year ago. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Robert, I literally Googled it and it said Robert Saleh, not the most recent one. Wow, thanks Google. That really helped me. Seahawks team hit me. Guys, I am behind the comments right now, but I am going to go through them because I don't want anyone to be ignored. What's up, T-Money? Good to see you, dude. Quadra Series, Full Boy, yep. The Quadra Series meta right now does look really good, but at the end of the day, dude, it's going to be the most expensive today. So you want to do it, but everyone's talking about it. Everyone's doing whatever. So, the players just came out today, whatever. Let them breathe a bit and then act upon it. So, that's my take, dude. But at the end of the day, that's for you to decide. So, I think for me, I just hopped on the meta for the Bills-Bears. I lost. I'm not saying you're going to lose for the Collector Series, because that's not really a playoff team that might lose. But I will say one thing. I'm definitely not doing New England, Seattle. You want to know why? Because I actually had the Broncos winning the fucking game. I'm joking, dude. Actually, I'm not. I will teach you one thing right now. In betting, okay? It's one thing I learned. I don't want to get too sidetracked, okay? I got some more comments to respond to, okay? What's up, Chris? I saw your comment. What up, Chris? Good to see you, dude, okay? Should we get ready to sell Barkley? No. The reason why Zoo is... Well, first of all, you know what? Good question, actually, because I actually forgot I still have Barkley, too. It just shows you how many coins I have here. Let me check Barkley right now. I forgot I have fucking Barkley for 2 million coins. Is he still, 2 million? Damn. I bought him for, 1.8 or whatever. Wait, no. No, I bought him for 2.2. I bought him for 2.2 at the end of Zero Chill because I knew the playoff theme teams. I knew you would want Barkley with these playoff teams, and now the Super Bowl teams through the Super Bowl all Broncos, all Patriots, all Seattle, all Rams. Whichever team wins, you will want Barkley. People want Barkley, so just keep him. But anyway, here's one thing I learned in betting, right? Everyone and their mama said San Fran plus 7.5. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care who you support. If you actually said with a straight face, I want to gamble my house on, because that's what it is, right? I'm going to gamble my house, Okay, okay, everyone said Buffalo, and they lost. Okay, so Denver won the game. Okay, the next one was Seattle San Fran. Yeah, everyone probably had Seattle win the game, but I think there was a lot of respect for San Fran in what they've done. They got Pearsall back. They got Trent Williams back. Plus 7.5 is division rivals. Kyle Shanahan has never, ever lost before the conference championship game in his career. He's a great coach, whatever. There is some glaze there is. But plus 7.5, I think that was the better spread to take, right? Lost. Okay? Then we go to Sunday, okay? Honestly, New England, the house did win. But at the end of the day, I would say more players probably had Bears winning than the Rams. Because, you know, Stafford 1-8 in cold weather games. I feel like the Bears had some magic. They did. What a throw by Caleb Williams. I feel... Holy shit. All right, guys, sorry. Make sure you refresh there. My stream is cut out, okay? It is right now 0 degrees, so the cold weather may impact my internet, okay? I do apologize. We should be back. My stream just cut out for a second, okay? It is 0 degrees and pretty windy, so that may affect the internet tonight, okay? But I am telling you right now, without getting too sidetracked, okay? For some reason in my life, I would never bet the Broncos. But I'm not going to bet the Patriots with my house either. And I say that in terms of like, you know, I'm doing a New England theme team. They're so safe. Can I afford to lose coins? Yes. But at the end of the day, is it worth it again? I'm going to say no. Because honestly, bro, like building a whole team is, I mean, it sucks to go through the whole team and then have to do it all over again. So, like, I mean, it sucks. There's no denying it at all. I don't care how free you are, no job, unemployed, whatever, it sucks. So, like, at the end of the day, dude, my experience gambling, my life, whatever, I just feel like who would not bet the Patriots? Like, everyone's gonna win. Everyone wins money. And, like, part of me just feels like, you know, it's too good to be true. It's very rare where it's that easy and everyone's gonna win. And it's like, I mean, you could bet 100 and win 100, right? Like, it's, you know, it's pretty much even money. Like, you know, yeah, they have to win by 5 points for a -5 spread, but like, I just don't know who would take Denver. Jared Stidham has not had a snap in over a year and a half. Okay, almost really 2 years, really. I would say like 2 years, right? From when he played for the Raiders, and it's just like, dude, maybe it was over a year. Okay, it was over a year. Okay, but like, I just don't know why you wouldn't pick the Patriots. And, you know, it's just like, I mean, trust me, I get it. The Patriots are a better team, you know, but like, that's why betting is so tough. And so I just feel like it's really hard to see everyone win. Like, everyone won money. Everyone won. So Vegas always knows something, dude. It's weird how those games work. What's up, Kevin? Ohio State, I mean, I would not say Ohio State is cooked. I would say Ohio State has competition now, because once Mendoza leaves, he was a Joe Burrow. So, like, look what happened to LSU once Joe Burrow left. They haven't been competitive since. I would say barely competitive. You have to have a quarterback. OSU always has recruiting. They still have Jeremiah Smith. They're going to be fine. Now, are they going to win it? Are they going to win it all next year? Probably not. I mean, who knows? But are we cooked? Probably not. Because Mendoza was not everything, but like, he literally was a really good leader. He made the receivers look better. And when you have a quarterback like that who is just like a clear number one overall pick, like Joe Burrow, whatever, like it really, Trevor Lawrence for Clemson, what has Clemson done since Deshaun Watson or Trevor Lawrence? The quarterback is everything. It really is. And that's why would you pick Stidham over New England? Like, it just makes no sense to me. Like, it seems too easy, 4.5 spread. It should be, in my opinion, a 7-point spread. Then I would respect it more. 4.5 points, that's bullshit. There's no way I'm not picking New England. And that's what I said about San Fran. I said San Fran, so easy. I got killed. So, I mean, it's just like, that's why, like, something is to be said about spreads that seem too easy. Sean McDermott to Cleveland. That one I really could see, Kevin, but at the end of the day, dude, it depends if he would want to come to Cleveland. So there's that. You would not sell Barkley. Yep. Dion. Oh, Devontae Wyatt. Yep, that's what it is. Him. Yep, Devontae Wyatt. Deion Sanders. If the Browns actually got Deion as their coach, I would actually be pretty happy. I would be pretty happy if we got Deion as a coach, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think that it would be fun. It's still low stakes. It's not like we have a 2-year window and then we can't win a Super Bowl ever again. Like, we had the youngest team in the whole NFL, over 6,000 rookie snaps. We had some of the best rookies, in the class. Shador is still progressing, and what a better way to have his dad. I mean, I just feel like, I don't know, man. Like, I would not mind Deion at all. Deion and Jim Schwartz, have some fun out there. I mean, that's really what it is. Go out there, have some fun. I mean, it is a business. I get it. But you cannot look at me with a straight face and say, if the Browns don't win it all in the next 2 years, we're fucked. I mean, Myles Garrett prime years, yeah. But I would also trade Myles if we have a bad year this year. I'm trading Myles for 2 firsts and maybe 2 seconds or whatever. Because at the end of the day, dude, like, if Micah Parsons was worth 2 firsts and whatever, Garrett is better than Parsons, definitely. You could get 2 firsts and maybe a little bit more. I mean, I don't know about 3 firsts, but like you need to do something. We are not a maybe playoff contenders, but we are not Super Bowl contenders probably 3-4 plus years out to be back with receivers, whatever. So, offensive line is so important. So my take on the Cleveland Browns is definitely trade Myles Garrett if the Browns are not that competitive next year. Give Myles Garrett a chance to win a Super Bowl. He was here. He did his job. Thank you, Cleveland. Go give him a Super Bowl because he deserves it. And that's what the league is. Yeah, it's a business, whatever, but it's also, having a little bit of fun. He deserves to have some more fun. It's not, money, whatever, but I will always believe if I was in the league, I am there to win. And winning is not, it kind of is the only thing that matters. If you're not first, you're last. And everyone can have ghost stories, whatever, but this is the hard truth of the NFL. The Buffalo Bills have a lot of respect. But at the end of the day, they have done nothing. I mean, when was their last Super Bowl appearance? The 90s? When was the last Buffalo Bills Super Bowl win? The last Super Bowl win they have never won a Super Bowl, ever. So, the Bills, they have respect. They have a lot of respect from the league. They're a good team, a good franchise. pretty much a good franchise. Not as good as New England, but, 4 Super Bowls, from the 80s and the 90s, they're reputable, whatever, but all it takes is the Cleveland Browns or the Lions or the Texans to win a Super Bowl, and then we have leverage over them. We have 1 Super Bowl, you have none. And then it's a mic drop. All that work you did, all that work, Josh Allen, whoever their quarterback was in the 90s, I don't know, but 4 straight Super Bowls, damn. All that respect goes out the window. Because at the end of the day, you never won it all. And so that's why I feel like Super Bowls is all that matters. Like, I mean, yeah, money matters, I get it. But like, I'm chasing a legacy. I'm chasing my grandkids. What they're going to tell their grandkids. And then their grandkids' grandkids. I want them to remember my name because I won Super Bowls. And like, you could go for money for generational wealth, but to probably 99% of families, if you make over $5 million, Mr. Beast Games, Amazon Prime, that is generational wealth already. And most NFL players, if they're at least somewhat decent, you're getting over $5 million in your career. You already have generational wealth. So like, I'm chasing a legacy. And I just feel like Myles Garrett deserves that. Point made. But yeah, guys, we are a little bit late to the stream here. I probably am going to miss some comments, guys, because, I mean, we got to move on at this point. Because, to be fair, in my defense, there is a lot to talk about. The NFL playoffs, Indiana, college playoffs, Super Bowl playoffs, theme teams. We did cover a lot in this segment already from talking to you guys. But at the end of the day, it's just like, there is a lot to think about the NFL right now. And I know a lot of people talk about these things, and it's a big thing. But at the end of the day, it is the truth. If you don't win, you are, in a way, last place. The Bills had more fun the last 30 years. That's not even a doubt. But if you don't win it all, it's like, what does it matter? Like, you have to win it all. And once you win one, you have something. Nothing else matters. Like, all I want in my lifetime is, I'm going to be very generous here. I just want to make the Super Bowl. And you know what? Mark my words. When the Browns do make the Super Bowl, I am paying $5,000. I am. Because at the end of the day, you do it once, and here's what you tell yourself. This is if you can afford it, right? If the Browns make a Super Bowl, I'm going to it. Because at the end of the day, you go to Hawaii, it's $2,000. Maybe whole week, right? You go anywhere international, because most people do at least once in their life, international, a nice big cruise, whatever, over $2,000, right? I'd rather spend $5,000, have the experience of my lifetime, go to a Super Bowl, and if they fucking won it, I was fucking there. I was a part of history. And you know what? If I have no other vacations in 10 years, I don't care. Because if you're a big sports fan, and that's really what I'm not saying it's your life, but it is a big part of your life. You saw history, the first ever Brown Super Bowl. What more do you want to say in your life? Like, that's a huge flex to any sports fan. Not only the Browns won one, I was there. And so it's, also it's an experience, and it's priceless. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, that whole Super Bowl argument, bro, is just very important. And I think a lot of people really, undervalue that. Like, Carson Beck, that's all he's going to have in his life. Because he's probably not going to go pro. If he is, he's going to be backup vibes. Like, that drive was everything, in his sports career. And it's like, yeah, he got second place, whatever. But at the end of the day, you didn't win. And, like, it does suck. It does suck. High stakes. Other comments here I see here. Nobody said Buffalo. Come on, Himmy. Come on. Himmy, a lot of people said Buffalo, dude. Over Denver. Okay? Jim Kelly, that's who it was. Yep. There it is, Kevin. Yep. Guys, I am back up to date. What we're going to do is simple, okay? If I missed your comment, just repost it. If you want me to read something, repost it, okay? If I missed your old comment, I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. It's just I talk too much and I'm behind the stream, okay? Sadly. If you ain't first, you're last, yep. Well, here's one thing I'm gonna say, right? Because to be fair, it does matter in these good talks, in these streams. I will teach you one thing in this world, right? There is a difference between if I don't win, it's not fun. If I'm not first, then I'm going to be a sore loser, right? There is a difference between that and not being able to lose, and if you're not first, you're last, right? Let me explain the difference. I love the mentality, if you're not first, you're last. And here's why I like that saying. Because at the end of the day, if you don't win the league, or if you don't win the whatever, participation trophies only go so far. Especially in if it's kids, yes, whatever, cool, But given that we're all adults and we're all grown-ups, I'm sorry, like, the Browns, we could say we won it because we won an NFL record, and we have the NFL sack leader here in Cleveland. We won. Every team has something to feel good about. The Bears, you did great, but you lost. It was a great play. It was, but you didn't win. And so part of me feels like life only goes so far. I came so close. I had 10 girlfriends, but I never married anyone. It doesn't matter how close you were. You weren't there. And, for me, I think for me, it takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of heart to be able to lose like a man, right? I joke about it, Ray Lewis, whatever, but, the problem is, dude, life is about being a man. Life is about sitting there and saying, I lost. To be able to sit there and, have a divorce. To be able to sit there and say, I lost a marriage and I was so close to being there. I was there, almost there 5 times. How about, Bears fans? They lost to the Colts in the Super Bowl, Rex Grossman. They lost to the Packers in the NFC Championship. That was the B.J. Raji year. They now lost in a heartbreaking way, not going to lie to you. Now, would you have went for 2, Ben Johnson? No. You made the right call, and in my opinion, it's a bad loss. But you know what? You're at home. Your defense played pretty well versus an MVP quarterback, Matt Stafford. You know what? I agree. Kick it, extra point, whatever. You lost. At the end of the day, it was DJ Moore. He didn't run his route properly. Man. Bears fans, I'm sorry, bro. But at the end of the day, what it is no one's making fun of you, right? Like, that's what it is no one's going to make fun of you. If you do make fun of the Bears, that's not really, that shouldn't happen. They still had a great year. They went from a top 10 pick to this. And it was pick 11, Loveland, close enough, okay? They had a pretty good year, pretty bad year last year. Caleb Williams, you bust. Now we see his full potential of Ben Johnson, right? And so it's like, keep your head up high. And like, it takes big balls. It takes a man to sit there, even Packers fans last year, right? It takes a man to sit there, lose like that and then say, well, we'll be there next year. Because you say next year, the Browns fans say next year, the Raiders fans have done nothing in like 30 years, right? Really 50 years, right? Since the 70s, 80s, right? So like, but they're saying next year, right? Mendoza, every team that doesn't win just says next year. And so it's like everyone's in the same boat, right? But I think, to sum up my speech here, the difference between that mentality and if I don't win, it's not fun, that is more the sore loser mentality. Because for me, again, in Ultimate Team, I want to win. Everyone wants to win, right? But I am not going to make the argument if I lose, it wasn't fun. Like, I always have fun. And I think people think that. They're a random. They come in my streams. I swear. I yell. I scream. I complain. He's all negative. He never has fun. That's not what it is. What it is I know what to do to win. We didn't do that as a football team. We lost. And I'm mad because I know plays didn't go our way or, my fault or the CPU's fault. And I'm going to call it out for what it is. We lost. And, we didn't win. So that's the mentality in my opinion. So that's what it is, dude. Yep, there it is, Marco. There it is, Suarez. Yep, you'll be there for your team. Yep. Soap, I'm dead. Soap's name does get me a little bit weak. What up, Soap? That is kind of funny, isn't it? My Bears can come with a... I'm sorry, Marco. That does suck, dude. Was not choked. True, Kevin. True. Matt. Oh, repost. There it is. Yep, repost for the comment. Matt, you guys aren't going to trade Garrett. Wow, Soap. Dude, 3 first-round picks. I would take that in a heartbeat. If it was a team that was struggling, like maybe the Raiders, they want Crosby and Garrett, take it. We might have 3 top 10 picks for 3 years. So the Browns got unlucky with Jacksonville. We have pick 24 with Jacksonville, but I mean, I don't know, dude. The Browns have 2 first-round picks. I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful. But I am a big believer of it only takes one. You win once, like, you might not be first place historically. Like, Eagles have been great, Steelers, Patriots, Cowboys back then, Cowboy franchises back then in the 90s and 80s. But like, Aikman days, whatever. But Emmitt Smith. But like, for me, it's more the idea of like, once you win one, you have to at least be content. Do you want more? Is there an itch? Of course there is. But are you happy? Yes. And I think people need to understand that a little bit more in this world. I think people need to understand that, like, once you have something, appreciate it more. Appreciate it more. I think the number one thing people like, okay, this gets into more life talk, but the number one thing that people never ever take for granted is their health. All it takes is for you to get sick, cancer, whatever, and then somehow you're very ungrateful, whatever. And it's like, but people never appreciate being healthy. And I get it, because we don't think about it until you are sick. Whether it's like, you're sick and, you're throwing up, or you're sick and you can pass away. Like, no one thinks about their health until it becomes negative. And so we need to be more grateful as a human race because at the end of the day, dude, it really is the truth. Everyone is overlooking what you have in front of you. People need to be more appreciative of that. I mean, for me, I'll be honest with you, man, for the Cleveland Browns, because it does go back to NFL talk, okay? For me, for the Cleveland Browns, bro, I am very grateful that we beat the Steelers and the Bengals because the Steelers, besides DK Metcalf, they did have no TJ Watt, I guess. I mean, whatever. I mean, it kind of was a handicap win, I guess. But, I mean, we at least had no Quishai Judkins. I mean, that kind of helps us a little bit. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Part of me just honestly thinks the Cleveland Browns, dude, let's just see what happens, okay? I mean, it's going to be a long offseason. But look, we need to have, what? A quarterback again and then a corner. So I have no corner and no quarterback. But besides that, we still have a full team and, we're going to rock and roll. What's my Bears theme team at right now? Right now, my Bears theme team is at 20 exactly. Yeah, so I only need one bill here and we're good. So let's just, and then did I keep Kyle Williams for now? Okay, I kept Kyle Williams. Okay. So we're going to play here soon for a few games, but yeah, there it is, Kevin. Kevin said it verbatim. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pin it for a hot minute. Okay, so I'm gonna pin it for 1 minute. Okay, Kevin's comment is very important, and it's actually sadly, I mean, Kevin, your wisdom by age did bail you out there. Most people don't get that until your age. I knew it because I always listened to my elders, whatever, and I learned things at a young age, right? But most people don't grasp that until they're older, right? You have to understand, bro, someone made a comment when I was in high school. Okay, I was in like 10th grade, okay? It was my teacher, okay? They made a comment and they said, my daughter had a life crisis at 26. And I was like, what was it? Okay. She told me, she goes, she got a good job at a young age. She got married at a young age. She had a kid. She sat there and had a nice home. They bought a nice home. And she sat there one day and she realized and she goes, I have everything right now. There's really not anything more I would want. And that is a little bit different than your statement, but it's still in the same stadium of like thoughts. The problem in this world is, Justin Bieber, other celebrities, sometimes getting rich. Sometimes you have it all. Sometimes when you win too much and you get too used to winning, that, Chiefs fans got a little bit spoiled, okay? When they lost this year, and they lost bad, you probably felt like, a little depressed. I mean, that's how, because Browns fans losing this year, it's low key one of the best traits to have. You are all, yeah. I mean, I don't want to go in circles here because, to be fair, all I do is talk. But, it is a good conversation, Kevin. Look, all bullshit aside, okay, I'll play a game here in a minute, okay? But, the problem is, dude, at the end of the day, it is the truth. If you have everything in the whole world, or all you do is win, and it's like winning is expected, is the game even fun anymore? And so it's like, I feel like for me, that's what makes the, the non-meta fun. That's what makes, for me, the way I play, whatever. Yeah, we run, the same 10 plays, whatever. But at least it's my plays, slants, whatever, other bullshit, single back pass, whatever. We have our own way of playing the game, whatever. And it's I feel like that's what makes winning more fun. Like, it's a very good comment by Kevin there. Good shit there, Kevin, because, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like, sometimes when you have everything, and that was the life, the in real life analysis, pro athletes, whatever, you wonder why, they go crazy a little bit because they have everything in their life. They don't know where the motivation is to do something with it. And that's why finding motivation, finding things in this world to strive for, it actually psychologically keeps the balls rolling, right? And they say that in teaching, it's tough sometimes. What gets you through those tough days, Matt? The snow days, the days off, spring break, winter break, summer break. Am I there yet? We have something to get us, I'm not saying teaching is unbearable, but like we have our fair breaks. Like, it keeps us motivated. Like, this is a nice schedule. I love this work schedule. Time off, away from my desk, whatever. Like, it's a good work-life balance for the most part, okay? So, like, because some teachers grade all the time or lesson plans all the time. I get that if you're going for Teacher of the Year. But, like, at the end of the day, not everyone needs a lesson that's 10 out of 10, okay? So, like, the whole point is, like, sometimes, you need something to strive for in life. And I feel like that's what gets everyone through life. But when you already have everything, how is that really fun? So, like, that's my, life lesson of the day. Because these are good. It's cringe a little bit. It is. It's cringe a little bit. But sometimes these life lessons need to be taught to people who haven't seen that yet. Because you need to learn these things in life, and whether you follow them or not, whatever, but you can't say we didn't warn you, because sometimes the mountain is lonely at the top. All right, let's get a quarterback. I'm not getting King. You know what? I'm listening to Caleb Williams. For time reasons, we're doing Caleb Williams tonight. It's what it is. Sideline dead eye, into that. Yep, we're chilling. That's crazy, Kevin. Damn. That's what it is, neurology. They're the cutthroat. Yep. See, I learned a lot from Tom Brady, even though I never met him. I gave that speech in my political video I made. But, like, the problem is you need to have a chip on your shoulder. You need to sit there and say, I'm going to get an edge on you. And that's what it is, neurology. That's what it really is. And, the other person I really enjoy in my life, and I mean really enjoy, is I love Gordon Ramsay, because he is the best at what he does, and he never ever settles. And when I see that, it makes me really think, like, we can all try to be our best in this world, and it starts now. And that's what. And you know what? If you don't win, if you're not your best that day, whatever. But it's more the mentality than anything in this world. Life is 99% mental. It is. It's, well, not 99, but you get the point, okay? Life is really mental. Honestly, people do ask me all the time, well, how do you get through school? High school, whatever. Like, college, whatever. What gets you through school is you want to better yourself. You saw the stats, you saw the analytics, you see, I'm not saying for everyone, but you see what a college degree can do for you. And so it's like, it gives you a chance statistically to have a higher salary. You take that 9 times out of 10, right? Unless there's nothing you want to do. You want to be a real estate agent? Go do it. You want to do a trade? Go do it. You want to go serve our country? Go do it, right? Do what you want to do. But given that you want to live your life in the path of, I want to better myself, that's what got me through school, was This sucks. Man, it sucks. But I want to better myself. And this is for tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, tomorrow. And that's what your life has to be, is it's about tomorrow. Too many people live in, in today, and like, you have to. I am right now, Madden baby, Mansubo. Like, I always have fun in the now, but not too much where I forget about tomorrow. All right, I'm going to actually end up doing, for right now, we are still short on corners right now. I'm going to do number 1, Jalen Johnson still. Why is he 96 speed? He's only 96 speed. All right, I'm going to do, I can't do Herb Adderley. Fuck it. Nah, I'm doing Moss. Even though he's 94 speed, I don't give a fuck. He's still tall and good. And then let's do T.O. Oh, wait, no. I have to do a buff. It has to be a Buffalo Bill. Damn. All right, I got a little bit screwed here, not going to lie. Oh, no, I didn't. Is Rasul Douglas still there? I'll do Benford for now, whatever. Dude, I'm getting new corners, whatever. This is just short term, guys, okay? Just for tonight. Because, all we did was talk. So at the end of the day, it's what I get, but whatever. I'm going to boost pass defense. Well, no, it is, Kevin. Kevin, see, it is, and it is a little bit, but like, it's supposed to motivate you. It is, see, yeah. That is what they actually call an oxymoron, I think. Hold on. It's either called an oxymoron. Yeah, actually, it is an oxymoron, right? You say it is just for the clicks, just for the exaggerations, it's fake, but guess what? Isn't that what Hollywood is? And like, you could say, well, Matt, it's reality TV. But to that, I say most reality TV, like dating shows and stuff, we all know it's not reality. Nothing's reality on TV. So like, never ever believe, like even HGTV, it's bullshit. I've made jokes on, YouTube posts, whatever, as seen on HGTV, look at my kitchen. But at the end of the day, dude, that's all a fantasy land. Like, not everyone can have an HGTV kitchen, For all we know, it's a freaking 50 grand remodel. So, like, for me, in my opinion, reality TV is fake TV. So, you just take what you want from it. For me, I watch HGTV because it's pretty, it's fun. I watch Ramsey for sometimes motivations. Not just for Ramsey's advice in life when things get tough. Young lady, here's what you need to do. Yes, let's go. Whatever. What it is on that show is it's nice watching people fight for their lives to better themselves for a job for life. That's why I like that show. It's an opportunity of a lifetime and people fight for their life. It's great. There it is, Ryan. Everything is staged. What's up, John? John, there's no snow day tomorrow. You want to know why I'm up late? It's time to play football, baby. That's why. Let's go. I'm ready, boys. Wait, are my abilities set? Hold on. Nope, it's not. Damn, I almost fucked up. Let's do Caleb Williams here. Let's get an X Factor going here. I'm just going to do... You know what? I'm going to do... Sure, that's fine. Nah, I have a snow day, bro. It's a cold day, okay? It's right now 0 degrees and it feels like negative 14. It feels like negative 14. Where's the lime sauce? Where's the lime sauce? All right, let me go ahead and that's fine. For the last defensive AP, I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Oh no, Dorian has 1 AP, so put back the pick artist. Yeah, I mean, it's a bailout, dude. I mean, it's my 3rd snow day, cold day. It's a bailout. I mean, it is. He doesn't get lurk artist, does he? Yeah. What's up, Mutt Leaks? Nothing really that new, dude. I mean, they've been like slacking, dude. Make sure you fix your slot corners too. So slot corners, I'm gonna go ahead and do Moss, and then Herb Adderley. I am streaming at 1 o'clock tomorrow. I'm gonna put that in the chat. That's not what I wanted. I am also streaming. Just so people understand, you know, if they're in and out, then they saw that message. So tomorrow is obviously a bigger stream, but I still want to stream tonight for a little bit for you guys. I mean, tonight was a lot of talking, obviously, but I mean, part of me just feels like though there was a lot of talk about and stuff, and I don't really do a lot of YouTube videos and stuff, so it's pretty much in the stream and all that stuff. All right, let's play. By the way, I'm saving my vouchers for my BND or auctionable to see who drops in part 3 of playoffs this Thursday, and then I'll probably make my decision. You work from home, Neurology? You lucky ass. Yeah, if you work from home, that's a bailout. It is. Because travel costs, you probably have very low car insurance, very low because you don't travel to work every day. Very low car insurance, very low gas costs. Working from home is a luxury. I mean, I wish I had that. I mean, I love my colleagues, but at the end of the day, you know, for anyone out there that has bad colleagues, you don't got to see your colleagues ever again. OOP plaques, that is true, Quamer. That was leaked. That one I'll give you. I did forget. We are going for a Super Bowl, and guess what? If we get it, I'm probably saving the token again. Because Tremaine Edmonds right now, you know, with the Bears loss, he's only 1.3 mil. So he's literally like half off from like just 5 days ago. Or sorry, 4 days ago. So, I mean, even 3 days ago. On Saturday, Friday night, 3-4 days ago, guys, I mean, he was, I'm gonna put my thing up here real quick for the gameplay. He was around, 3 mil. So he is, about half off. What the fuck, dude? I'm getting really sick and tired of these 2-man rushes. Or was that a 3-man rush? Was that a 3-man rush? I could have sworn I saw a 2-man rush there. Why are these 2-man... Yeah, it was a 2-man rush. That's fucking bullshit, EA. There we go, Cook. I'm sick of these 2-man rushes that come straight through. I mean, give me a break. I'm just going to double team the far right side there. I actually forgot. He has a Marcus Ware. He might have a Broncos Seattle theme team. Throw it away. I just don't like these 2-man rushes, and I feel suffocated. Drop 9, quarterback spy. It's fucking bullshit. I mean, I'm going to double team every player if you're going to drop back in coverage with Ware. I mean, go ahead. I mean, I'm just gonna double team the right, But like, if I double team that guy, then it better fucking work. Not yet, Noah. I mean, not this week. I won last week, but nice job, High Alert. Well done, dude. I'm proud of you, man. Really. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I mean, I've been playing pretty bad recently, dude. I mean, like, honestly, no bullshit, a lot of heartbreaking losses. Like, I mean it. Like, you know, CPU type shit, you know what? That's a touchdown. Let's go. Like, we know what to look for. We know our offense. We know what to fucking do. Go out there and do it. I mean, we just have not clutched up, period. I mean, I get it. You know, there's a lot that's been my fault, and I can play better, you know, as a player. But there are some variables who gets ball last. You know, like, you know, that's really the, that's really the true problem, I think. I mean, I believe him, dude. I mean, High Alert does play a lot. I mean, he has a lot of coins, he told me. I mean, guys, if you play the game numerous hours a day, it's very possible. I mean, yeah, I play 2 hours a day, whatever, but, you know, don't let that act like that's the norm. Some people play this game a lot more than me, dude. And I'm not even gonna really, you know, say anything about that. I mean, you know, if you play the game, I mean, that's dedication, bro. I mean, good for you. It's kind of like someone who plays a lot of Nintendo Switch, a lot of, you know, like, I mean, everyone has their own gaming philosophies, and Madden's the only game really I play. I mean, I have a lot of, I mean, I saw someone make, you know, make a smart ass comment, you know, my live stream, you know, 2 days ago. Well, it was actually yesterday, whatever, but, oh, that's not picked off, fuck. I thought that was gonna be picked. Someone made a smart ass comment, and it's like, you know, wow, you know, you're NMS and you have 20 mil, you know, yeah, you know, I really believe it. I mean, I did spend 20 mil, but like at the end of the day, bro, like, you know, or sorry, I did spend 20 bucks, but 20 bucks is not going to give you 20 million coins. Like, we earned it. We had dedication, 2 hours a day on average, some days none, some days 4 hours. Like, it all offsets, you know, around 2 hours a day, right? So, like, the whole point is, like, you know, that's dedication. And so you wonder why we're so successful, because we put the time into it. You know, High Alert puts time in the game, and that's why he's successful. And he's probably a good player too. But, you know, you put the time in the game, you're going to see results. You know, look at Joe Bruin. We got to charge the controller here. Oh, God, Ryan, Jesus Christ. I would not, dude, I mean, at the end of the day, I wouldn't even say planet Earth. I would just say at the end of the day, we have not played good enough to say I should have won it all by now. I mean, I won one last week. I won the event. My event token glitched. And if you didn't know about that, fine, whatever, move on. For those of you that know it, you know it. We did win it. We got over 2 mil. My token glitched. So, I mean, you know, given that I win, you know, before Thursday, I still won once a week. That's what you should be doing minimum. If you're a pretty good player, like minimum. And then, the more you win, the more you win. That's great. But, like, I want to at least win one a week. That's my personal goal. You should be able to, Ryan. People are saying they can, yeah. I got no make right now. What's up, Jordan? The new MCS position? I think they go back and forth. We got a tight end last time. So I'm going to go on record and say, good hit there. I'm going to probably say it's going to be a defensive. We never get a DT. I'm going to say a DT or a linebacker. Not a corner, because, I mean, we're getting Tariq Woolen. We got Trevon Diggs. Oh, I thought we got Waller last time. I forgot Waller doesn't count. Waller was November, you're right. It's going to be offense, you're right. Maybe it is OOP Plax. Maybe it is. Maybe it is Plax, OOP. Wow. Yeah, good call there. Really so. Big time in sack. Let's go. No, he is right. What's up, Bash? Fuck, he got it. That's why you just blitz. You just blitz on 4th and long. You call cover 2 man, that's what you fucking get. They get it. He's 6 or 6'5". Let's go. Big play by Mays. Go all the way in the game. Big play there by Mays. Let's go. Good shit, Mays. MCS event should be within like a week or two. Well, the only problem is that, I mean, like, you know, we did get a defender last time. I don't think we're getting I don't think we're getting a defender again. We got Drake London last time. I forgot. Zero chill. We got London about a month and a week ago. It was a month and a week. So... I mean, I think it's gonna, like, if I had to guess right now, I would actually say it's gonna be a Plax tight end. Because to do back-to-back OOP defenders, that would be pretty overpowered, not gonna lie to you. I might go deeper to Davis, 98 speed. All right, Hail Mary time. Well, now I definitely have a Hail Mary here. It's not always defense. I mean, they, you know... Oh, the MCS event is actually this week? I didn't see the content schedule correctly then. The content schedule does say it's this week. It's this Wednesday night? Wow. Interesting, okay. Interesting. Yeah, make sure you watch it for the master then. Hit him hard, dude. Shador or Caleb? Shador, the problem with him is he can't get sideline Deadeye and inside Deadeye. And, like, I don't know what it is, but, like, for some reason the release did get to me this time. His release was bad. But also, I was kind of spoiled from Michael Vick. First of all, it was a right-handed Vick, and then number two, he had sideline dead eye, inside dead eye, 97 speed. But again, Shador had 96 speed. So, it's not like Shador was really slow. I mean, what a play there by Jalen Johnson. Again, for anyone doing a Bears theme team still, it's really not a bad theme team. It's more just the idea of, in the long run, be careful because this, first of all, the playoff boost speed's not going to last forever. I mean, that's two speed. One from the strat, one from the 20 theme team, so. Good tackle. Dude, I actually, all jokes aside, I have the Denver Broncos winning the game. I don't care what anyone says. If Pats do it, they do it, whatever. I'm going to argue one of the most free monies of all time and postseason history. If I were to bet money on that game, I just don't really know what a dumb throw. I just don't really know why you wouldn't pick New England. New England, their defense looks really good, really healthy. They have a pass rush. Kimona Ellis, whatever his name is, Kimona Ellis, their linebackers are playing fluently. The rookie Woodson and the safety's playing great off of these pick deflections. He has good awareness, good tackling. The corners are just so sound. Marcus Jones is a third corner. What a job to get Carlton Davis in free agency. Against Jared Stidham, I just don't understand how that's gonna, go. I really don't understand. I told myself there's no way San Fran loses that spread, plus 7.5, two tough teams, two tough rivals, and it happened. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I part of me just feels like, dude, it just seems too good to be true. The Seahawks versus the Rams, I don't care how you write it, it's a coin flip game. It's a coin flip game. Seattle won in week 16, but, or 15, whatever, probably it was week 16, right? But the problem is they had no Devontae Adams. So, now you have double the good receivers. I mean, they're division rivals. Anyone can win that game. That one I'll give you. But New England and Denver, Pats are overhyped. I don't know. It's not about the Pats being overhyped. It's not about the Broncos being the Broncos. It's about Jared Stidham. It's two words, Jared Stidham. I just don't understand, what a long offseason it would be. Because, the way I view it for the Patriots is if you're not going to beat Stidham, you weren't going to beat Bo Nix. And, I know you can't say that. That's not, an apples to apples comparison. But it's one of those gentleman agreements. It's one of the unwritten rules of football. If you're not going to win this game, were you going to win anyway? Do you deserve it? And I'm definitely not going to call it a handicap because, they still earned it versus the Chargers and versus that great, arguably, Seattle has a good defense too, but I think Houston's defense, they're crazy. They're a crazy good defense. And, shout out to Shahir and Henry Toloto. Great linebackers, sound football. You lost because of CJ Stroud, 5 turnovers. 5 including a Woody Marks fumble. It's disgusting. I mean, they lost the game themselves. I have not talked about that because, that did lose me the spread league. I am in second place, but, it's over. I mean, I'm down by 8 points now. I mean, I can't get first. Literally, Houston single-handedly cost me first place. And it's like, dude, that pisses me off. I had Houston. They had a great defense. All CJ Stroud had to do was not lose the game. And you lost the game. And you wonder why playing not to lose is sometimes strategic. You chew clock, you play, knee, field goal. For my methods, sometimes playing safe and playing not to lose wins you the game. And I know it's not the best mentality to have, but it's the truth. And we all know it's the truth. If CJ Stroud played a C+ game, he wins the game. He played an F game. D- at best. D- at best. No Nico, no Dalton, I get it. But come on, dude. And just like that, if the Broncos lose, if the Pats lose versus the Broncos, I don't, again, man coverage, Randy Moss, their man coverage is that good. If they lose versus the Broncos, exactly, Milano, house always wins. The thing I'm going to say, bro, is I don't care what anyone says. That is embarrassing for the Patriots. And it's one of those things where it's if you're not first, you're last. And, and this is why it does hurt my head a little bit, whatever. If the Patriots do, go out there and, if they do go out there and lose that game, I feel like there is going to be a lot of hate on them. And, it's not really deserved because they still made a great comeback season. But, you just have to win. It's just so tough. I mean, it is. It's so tough. You're 5-point favorites. It should feel like more. I mean, I just don't get that spread at all. I mean, that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like on a binary schedule. A binary schedule says yes or no, right or wrong, you're first or you're last. And you lose that game, you're last place. And it's tough, man. I mean, part of me wants to bet $1,000 on New England because I just don't see it. I mean, part of me wants to do it and just prove a point. Yeah, I lost $1,000, but I'm just further proving a life lesson to America that betting is evil. Because I told myself Houston wins that game. Everyone said it, and their grandma. They said that Houston defense is so good. All CJ Stroud has to do is not turn the ball over, and he fucking did it. I bet them in my spread league. Not real money, but I picked them. I picked them in my spread league knowing that all you have to do is not turn the ball over and trust your defense, and they didn't fucking do that. Fucking dumbasses. All you had to do. That's all you had to do. Well, no, Soap. It's more because, it's a backup quarterback. That's everything in sports. In football, that's everything. The best analogy I can give you is baseball. Tariq Skubal. You get it, you don't. if you play against Tariq Skubal, arguably the best pitcher in baseball right now, you are a heavy underdog unless you're a good high-powered offense, okay? If you take away Tariq Skubal, or if you take away a different starter, your odds go up tremendously. And when you go against a backup quarterback who has not played all year, and he has not played in over a year, Jarrett Stidham. It's not Nick Foles. Nick Foles, he has, so much experience, a great player, whatever. I say great, but like, he's a great backup. Jarrett Stidham is the most, and I'm going to say it, under average backup in the NFL. I mean, Gardner Minshew, you would say he's decent, right? Gardner Minshew, he sucked on the Chiefs when he had a chance to come back versus the Chargers in the fourth quarter. Season on the line, they lost. And that was the Chiefs with the Hall of Fame Andy Reid. I mean, so backup quarterbacks are really tough in this league. I mean, really tough. Throw it up, dude. For sure, Ryan, for sure. Oh, God, accountant. Oh, God. I don't know about that, accountant. I mean, I just gave EA $1,000, but all I'm saying, guys, is this. If you bet New England or you're thinking of doing it, all I'm going to say is just be careful. Because I'm telling you, you're not alone that everyone thinks that it's that easy. It's not. I am doing plus 5.5 no matter what. I'm doing plus 5.5 in my spread league no matter what. I'm in second place by the skin of my teeth, and if I lose, I fall to like fifth place or whatever. If I lose, I go to like fifth. Because everyone's going to have New England. I don't care. I just don't see everyone getting free money. New England won. We all won $100. Yay. I mean, I just don't fucking see it, dude. Vegas gave it away. They fucking gave it away. When they said San Fran plus 7.5, why would you not pick them? They beat the Eagles. They're a tough team. Great coach. They got Trent Williams back. They got Ricky Pearsall back. It was the full offense. It was the full offense. Jennings. Who would not pick San Fran plus 7.5? They lost the spread. The only one this weekend that you could argue was obvious. I mean, I still think Houston, New England was still 50-50 because of how good Houston was. Come on, dude. I'm getting really sick and tired of these two-man fucking rushes winning the fucking game, dude. No Kittle. Yeah, my bad. Oh my God, man. Jesus Christ. 50 yards. I will say one thing no Patriot fan wants to admit. Will Campbell sucks. Will Campbell was a waste of a top 5 pick. He sucks. He gave up so many sacks to Myles Garrett, 5 sacks on the left side of Garrett. He gave up so many sacks to Garrett, and then, I mean, I know it's Will Anderson, like, whatever, but, like, at the end of the day, like, you still cannot give up 2 strip sacks against, against Will Anderson. Like, he got beat so much versus Texans versus the Browns. Like, Will Campbell has not looked dominant at all for a top tier tackle, top 5 pick. He might be great down the road. He's a rookie, Matt. Give him some grace. But you know what? I mean, to be a top 5 pick, I'm not saying Mason Graham's that much better. If anything, he could be worse for all we know. But, I mean, I just feel like, I mean, that is a little bit pathetic. You know, protect your fucking quarterback. It is, Jones. It is. But, I mean, I don't care, dude. I mean, show a little bit more effort. I mean, maybe he is trying, but it doesn't look like it. I mean, he's getting beat every fucking snap. How was that a first down? That's bullshit. Vash, I mean, I don't. I mean, I'm a tough grader, bro. I mean, you're a top 5 overall pick. I mean, you gotta compete a little bit more than that. He just looks undersized. Like getting like you get beat, you get beat. He's getting beat softly. Good throw. I mean, I agree, Vash. I agree. And, like, I'm not being, like, that serious. But, I mean, I am being... Damn, it's a bad throw. Yep. The cover 4 got me. Fuck. This guy got lucky, dude. Whatever. I fell for that, dude. Fuck his cover. Yeah. See, that... I'm not going to lie to you. That's me being a bad player. You got to call timeout. Bad coaching. I will take ownership for that. It's fine. He's calling cover 4, playing back. Still a long game, though. True Vash, fine. We'll see how he plays, and you know what? If I'm right, then I want at least a little bit of respect of, wow, Matt, you know, you called that. Campbell's a bust. I think it's more the approach. You lose, but it's how you lose. When Will Campbell, what I saw versus him, I mean, you gotta at least put your body in front of him, dude. I mean, he's just getting beat. Like, it's just like, he just seems lost. I mean, I know it's Garrett, whatever, but I don't know, man. Nick Bonito. Where's my Broncos plus 5.5 out there? Nice, Jose. Good job, brother. Good throw. Nice job, Iceman. Yeah, it was still a good run, dude. Nice job. Just staying in the pocket. Nice, Ryan. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a bullshit spread, dude. I mean, I'm fucking ready for it, dude. I'm just so sick of the fucking dime pressure. Like, it's a fucking 3-man rush, and yet somehow, some way, like they always fucking come through. Like every time, dude. Good playmaker there, and then he glitches his route. Just whatever, man. I play. Yeah. I mean, I am a little bit tired, but still. I mean, that's still bad mistakes by me. Can't happen. Marks, I agree. Let's go, fumble. That's why you never quit. All right, now the move is to actually chew clock. What a dumbass. Like, why would you not slide there, dude? The only thing you couldn't do was fumble. You fumbled. I would not, Zoo to grade. I would not touch RJ Harvey. I actually agree with True, Ryan. On the road. True, Ryan. Tack. True. I am going to be very curious, though, as to what happens to their pass game. Gosh dang it, dude. That should have been picked. We got to somehow, some way win this game, dude. But I will tell you guys one thing, bro. I am getting a little bit tired. Damn it. Problem is we can't hit stick people, dude. Bro, I need a sack there, dude. That guy sucked, dude. I had 3 turnovers. I'm just a little bit tired, dude. That's the problem. I mean, at the end of the day, dude, I mean, I'm probably going to stream at 1 o'clock, guys, because I don't want to give you guys a bad gameplay stream. I mean, we talked way too much being in the stream, dude, but to be fair, it was kind of a stream just to touch base with you guys a little bit. I mean, it's almost 2 a.m. for me, bro. I'm tired. But tomorrow, 1 o'clock, no excuses. No excuses. We have content. And if we lose, we lose. But I am not making any excuses tonight. We lost that game. My fault. Just me playing the game. Yeah. I mean, when you're a little bit tired, bro, you don't really think straight. He ran cover 4 the whole game. All you do is just be smart. Be smart with the ball. You know, run the ball more. I mean, I know what to do. I just failed to do it. Horrible football by me tonight. I mean, 1-1's not bad. It's just, I mean, to be fair, you know, you could miss the playoffs. I will say one thing. You can miss the playoffs in that event. So don't act like it's like all untouchable or whatever. So, all right, guys. 1 o'clock. I'll be there tomorrow. Okay, we'll stream tomorrow. Okay, 1 o'clock. Okay. Yep. See you there tomorrow. See you guys there, man. Yep. There it is, John. Harvey under. It probably is, actually, because they do split between him and McLaughlin, so you're right. Yeah, bye, John. Guys, I will see you tomorrow. I apologize if you want a great gameplay tonight, but at the end of the day, it's still late for me. We have no school tomorrow, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye, guys. Take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for